this is Tamra with Pastries, Pumps, and Pie, and I'm back with another planner-related video. I went ahead and took on the challenge from Tamra over at the Paper and Pen Girl and Miranda over at Mrs. Thinking of a Master Plan. They put out a challenge to plan on a budget and use what you had and see if you could create your own DIY happy planner micro happy notes. And I saw quite a few other people's videos on it and got inspired with some ideas of my own and decided to go ahead and make one. I am going to give a disclosure now. It did not come out as perfect as I wanted to, but I know what not to do the next time that I create one. So you could definitely use materials that you already have. I have a big 12 by 12 paper pack from Michael's that I hadn't really used because this was more of a tropical summery feel paper pad, and I decided to go ahead and pull it out, and I used some from this sheet, and then I used some stickers that I already had. I had some mini disc already on from a planner that I Franken planned. And at first I was initially going to use these dividers from a mini extension pack. So I cut off the little tabs on the end. I used some Tombow and to make them double-sided. They're really thick actually, but I can still use these to make another one. And then they're already punched, and I thought that would be perfect. So I might still make another one with these. It will be very durable because I did double side those dividers. So it's going to be very thick and durable, especially once laminated. So let me just go ahead and show you what I have and talk you through how I did it. So my cover I made of this paper. I did not do it double-sided. I kind of wanted to, and I had enough paper to actually do that, but I didn't want to deal with the glue and pasting that together. So my cover is 3.5 by 4.25. So 3.5 wide, 4.25 tall. And then my insert sheets are 3 by 4. And I had some grid paper that I used, and I watched, like I said, several videos. And when I saw Johanna over at JoJo's Ahana use hers as like a flashcard thing, I was like, I can use that for parent functions in algebra. Sure, I'm probably not appealing to a lot of the world right now talking about algebra, but I thought it would be a great way to create a resource that students can always go back and refer to, and it will have all of their parent function graphs, the parent function tables, and other information about the parent function. So once again, my cover was 3.5 by 4.25, and then my insert sheets were 3 by 4. So I thought I had these covers. I thought I had this one as my back cover and this one as my front cover. I don't know how I ended up punching them wrong, but I did, because this one says notes and I wanted this one to be the front cover. So like I said, it wasn't perfect. I did make some errors. I just took a washi strip, put it there, these stickers here, and then here I took some tropical fruits and some more washi strips and put it there. And all of these stickers came from the Agenda 52 Watercolor Love sticker pack. And so, yeah, didn't even quite get my covers the way I wanted. Then the next mistake I made, unfortunately, was I punched them before I laminated them. Don't do that. Don't do that. Make sure that you laminate first and then punch, because what happened is when I went back and tried to match up everything, it didn't quite match up with the punches. So lesson learned on that. But what I decided to do was, like I said, make a little reference book. So when you open it up, and I've only done one function thus far, I have the linear function and the parent function, y equals x. So I have a graph of it, and then when you turn to the next page, it gives the table with some values from the parent function. And then the next page gives you some details about the parent function, like what the domain, the range, the X and Y intercepts are. And then I can always go and after this page, add in some information as far as the transformations. That's what I want to do next. Like, how does this graph transform when you change the equation around? How is it going to move up or down? How is it going to reflect? And first put all of the information about what the transformations mean and how you can look at the equation and tell. And then some example graphs and equations on how it has transformed. So I could do that for linear, quadratic, absolute value, exponential, logarithmic, reciprocal, rational, radical, all of those wonderful functions, right? So, yeah. And then after I thought about this idea, I was like, you know, once I master how to really make these, I could actually sell these. I think a lot of students and parents would love to be able to purchase something like that, that will have all of that reference information in something really small and handy for a student. So that's what I came up with. Like I said, you can use all kind of materials. I do have a laminator, so I did use a laminator to laminate my cover. If you don't have a laminator, you can use laminating sheets. I did use a Happy Planner punch, but if you don't have a Happy Planner punch, you can use a single hole punch. And I have one of those too, and I use that occasionally to punch things. I probably should have used that for this, and I wouldn't have gotten it all wrong. But yeah, so you can always use things that you have. I have plenty of paper from that paper pad. I have lots more of that paper left. So I can create a lot of these little books. And like I said, actually sell them as a little reference for students. So if your student needs a little reference for algebra, let me know. Yes, shameless plug. All right, but that's all I have. This is my little DIY micro happy notes. I think they're cute. I never thought I could really come up with a use for those things, so I wasn't one of those people that was dying to go and purchase one. But now that I know that I could make my own and make it something that would be useful to somebody else, I'm sold now. I'm sold. So if you want to join in on this challenge, feel free to do so. Like I said, this was created by Tamra over at the Paper and Pen Girl and Miranda over at Mrs. Thinking of a Master Plan. And I'll try to remember to link them below so that you can go to their channels and show them some love and see what they came up with for their DIY micro minis as well. But that's all I have for you guys for this video. You know what to do. Be sure to slay, subscribe, like, and accept the alerts. And I will see you all in my next video, guys. Bye-bye.